This episode is brought to you by Indeed. Stop waiting around for the perfect candidate. Instead, use Indeed sponsored jobs to find the right people with the right skills fast. It's a simple way to make sure your listing is the first candidates see. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs have 4 times more applicants than non-sponsored jobs. So go build your dream team today with Indeed. Get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
AI is incredible. It can teach you how to fry an egg and even write a poem, pirate style. Yarr! But it knows nothing about your work. Slackbot is different. It doesn't just know the facts. It knows your schedule. It can turn a brainstorm into a brief. And it doesn't need to be taught. Because Slackbot isn't just another AI. It's AI that knows your work as well as you do. Visit slack.com/meet Slackbot to learn more.
Hi, this is Dr. Willie Jolley, and I want to welcome you to the new and improved Willie Jolley Wealthy Ways podcast. After many years of interviewing the best and brightest thought leaders around the world on my SiriusXM show, I am excited to now have those interviews available to people around the globe on this podcast. So many people would write us and say, I love what I've been hearing about your interviews with these great people. Where can I access them? I live in this country or that country, or I don't have access to that technology. How can I get the information? Well, I'm so excited now that we are able to offer the information and the interviews free on this podcast. So we want you to sit back and enjoy this message and let me know how you like them. And then do me a favor. If you like them, send a review. Write a review and post it. And if you like it, hit like on here and share it. And tell everybody you know about it. And then subscribe to this podcast so you'll get the alerts when we post a new interview episode. Thank you for listening and enjoy the Willie Jolley Wealthy Ways podcast.
Named one of the outstanding 5 speakers in the world.
Inducted into the Speaker Hall of Fame.
Award-winning singer.
Best-selling author.
And now, here's Willie Jolley.
Well, folks, it's a great day. This is Dr. Willie Jolley, and I want to welcome you to a special edition where we're going to be in studio, talking about the impact of wealth, specifically with your health. Because if you ain't got your health, then you can't enjoy your wealth and you can't make the most. We got the number one nutritionist in America as my special guest, the one and only Dr. Rowe. Oh, you don't want to miss this one. Well, I have only just a minute, only 60 seconds in it. It's forced upon me. I can't refuse it. I did not seek it. I did not choose it, but it's up to me to use it. I must suffer if I lose it, give account if I abuse it. Just a tiny little minute, but our eternities are wrapped up in it. So I'm grateful for this minute, this moment, this opportunity to be on with you one more time. I want to thank you for listening. I want to thank you for sharing this with your friends, your family members, your coworkers, telling them you got to listen to the Willie Jolley Show, Wealthy Ways Show on SiriusXM or on the podcast. You got to make it part of your weekly routine because he brings the best and brightest people on the planet to be his guest. And so we really work hard to make sure we give you great content that can impact and empower and inspire you to do big, bold, and great things. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Then I want to thank our sponsor, Truist Bank, who has been so supportive of everything we've done at the Willie Jolley Wealthy Ways Show and the podcast, as well as taking me around the country to speak at events where they have sponsored. I want to thank Truist. What happened with 2 banks, BB&T and SunTrust, were competitors, but they decided rather than competing, they would cooperate and become partners. And they created a new bank called Truist, and they are committed to helping you. They're unstoppable in care. And so when you start with care, you build a different kind of bank, Truist. Then, I take a moment every show to give God glory. I know everybody doesn't believe like I believe, think like I think, but I'm so grateful. I'm grateful, and I want to make a statement about my gratitude, the fact that I am on this show, the Willie Jolley Wealthy Way Show, for 20 years. This is my 20th season. And to be able to have this platform for this long and to develop the friendships and the relationships with all of you and meeting you in different places in different parts of the world, I am grateful. So I give God glory for the opportunity and for giving me the health and strength to continue to do it. And as I say every week, God's gift to you is life. Your gift to God is what you do with your life. So do something extraordinary with it. Well, as I told you, I have a special guest today. And many of you know her because she is America's #1 nutritionist. She is an award-winning health journalist, television personality, radio personality as well. And her easy to apply diet, fitness, and health tips for people of all ages has helped many people to go from being unhealthy to get healthy and wealthy in their health. She is been the leading nutritionist for many decades. You've seen her on television, on numerous shows. She also was the co-host of Heart and Soul on BET, the original founding co-host of that show. And she holds a PhD in nutritional sciences from Howard University, as well as a doctorate. She is the host of now the new Dr. Rowe Show on Sirius XM. My friend, my sister, Dr. Rowe. Welcome, Dr. Rowe.
Well, it is just an absolute pleasure and honor to be here with you.
Well, I'm honored to have you. Now, let me say for being transparent, this is not a casual friendship with Dr. Rowe. This is a family relationship, as well as a lifelong friend.
Yes.
We went to high school together.
Yes.
We graduated from high school, Theodore Roosevelt Senior High School in Washington, D.C. the same year. I won't say what the year is because y'all will do your math.
I don't understand how I could have been in kindergarten and you were in high school at the same time. People, help me out, family. How does that happen? How does that go down? I don't know.
So we both graduated Theodore Roosevelt Senior High School, and we have been friends since high school. And then we reconnected because she went off to college, I went off to college, and she went on to her graduate program. I went to my graduate program. And then she got a radio show at WDCU.
Yes, WDCU Jazz 90, and at the time it was the #1 jazz station in the city.
Yes, in Washington, D.C. And I went there one day to do an interview because she went by Dr. Rowe, but I knew her from her given name, which is Rovinia. And so when I went to do the interview at the station, her assistant came on and said, Dr. Rowe would like to see you. I said, Dr. Rowe would like to see me. And I go in as her. I said, girl, what are you doing here? And
so you've been summoned.
So we've been connected since then. I was honored to sing at her wedding in Anguilla. Is that correct? Anguilla.
Yes.
And so I've been a guest. My wife and I have been a guest in her home in different homes all over the country. And so we're grateful to have her today. Well, today we're going to talk about wealth. And we're going to talk about how to get your health wealthy. Now, many of you know that I have a new book, and I'm encouraging everybody to go get this book. The book is entitled Rich is Good, Wealthy is Better. And it is the result of the 20 years of my being on XM, interviewing these wealth practitioners, wealth creators, and the lessons I learned. You know, folks, I've been so blessed that someone recently said, this book could be considered to be the sequel to Think and Grow Rich. I said, whoa. Now, Think and Grow Rich came out in 1937. Napoleon Hill had interviewed the titans of business of his day, Firestone, Henry Ford, Edison, DuPont, Wanamaker. And he gleaned this information from them and put it in a book. The book became the number one self-help book of all time and has made more millionaires than any other book other than the Bible. Well, for the last 20 years, I've interviewed the titans of business of this day, and I've gleaned some information and put it in the book. And these sales numbers are incredible. And the book is still in not formal global release, but it will be 1st of January. So, wow. So we want you to go to richisgoodwealthyisbetter.com. And Dr. Rowe is featured in the book. I'll tell you more about that during the next segment.
Yeah, because just real quickly, what's the difference between being rich and wealthy?
Oh, great question. And I'll give you the quick answer. Rich is money that here's what I've learned. Rich is money you make from what you do. Mm-hmm. Whatever you do and you do it well, people will pay you for it, whether it's athletics, whether it's music, arts, drama, medicine, legal field. Whatever you do, if you do it well, people will pay you, and you can get rich from doing what you do during the day.
Right.
Wealthy is money you make or you generate from what you own while you sleep. That's the difference. And it's also
generational.
We want it to be.
If you make it.
Yeah, we want it to be generational. The problem is that often it never gets past the second generation. And I write about you in the book on a number of points because you gave me some great insights about what you had planned to do and with some of your resources to donate to schools and the education programs. And I write about that. But yes, rich is money you make from what you do. Wealth is money you make or generate from what you own.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the answer. Okay. Let's talk a little bit about your background. Where did you come from? Your story. You came from Washington, D.C. Your mother had a juke joint in Orange, Virginia. Yes. So give me a little background on who Dr. Rowe is.
The little girl who grew up dancing in the juke joint. I lived in Washington, D.C. and each weekend, my mother she was the first woman and Black woman to own her own taxi company in Orange, Virginia.
Wow.
And then to come and replicate that in DC.
Wow.
So she owned a taxi company, which she ran through the week. And on the weekends, on Friday evenings, we would drive down to Orange, Virginia, and she would open her juke joint on Friday and Saturday nights.
Wow.
So she had two businesses going, one during the week and one on the weekends. And a lot of times I rode shotgun with her in those taxis. But I learned a lot.
Wow.
Yeah.
So your mother was an entrepreneur, and unfortunately, she was stricken with stomach cancer?
Metastatic stomach cancer.
Okay, and how old were you?
So I'm 9 at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, when she passes, I'm 9.
So then you go to live with one of your mom's best friends, who's like an
She was her best friend.
Okay.
But I didn't have, and that was the thing. I didn't have to go anywhere. She moved in with me.
Okay.
And I could stay at home. Now later on, I did. We both had to move, right? But yeah. So my guardian, Rosetta, who was my mother's best friend, and my mother, she was a businesswoman all the time. She was a person who was full of life, full of love, full of laughter. She had phenomenal friends and very varied backgrounds. But I will say this, she also planned, because she dictated a letter to my aunt that how she wanted my life to be. My mother discovered that she had stomach cancer in the same year I was born.
Wow.
So for 9 years, she lived with stomach cancer. And toward the end, I would say as I'm like about 6 or 7, I saw, I witnessed what she was going through. Didn't really have a full understanding of it because I'm 6 or 7, you know what I mean? But when she would let me see it, when she would allow herself to be that vulnerable, I saw her, sick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you went on and you, as I say, went to Roosevelt Senior High School. Then you went to Virginia State University. Correct?
Yeah. Did my undergrad work. So my bachelor's in nutritional sciences or in foods and nutrition at Virginia State. And then when I left Virginia State, I worked for about 6 years before going to graduate school, because that is a story in and of itself.
Well, we might come back to that, because you want to hear her story, but we're going to get into the juice. She's got one of her books, Lose Your Final 15, with us. And we're going to talk about how she has built this global empire and how you can grow your health, your wealth, and your wisdom. This is Dr. Willie Jolley on the Willie Jolley Wealthy Ways Show. And for sure, your best is yet to come. We'll be right back.
Friendship is not about being convenient. It's about being committed and consistent. You can call on me when you need me. You can call on me. Call me. You can call on me. Pick up the phone. You can call and call me. Hey, this is Dr. Willie Jolley, and support for the Willie Jolley Wealthy Ways Show and podcast comes from Truist Bank. When you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. When you become a homeowner, your future starts to feel different. That's power, knowing you could be creating generational wealth to pass down. Truist believes that a path to home ownership exists for you. I hear people say, well, I don't see how I could ever own a home. Truist has programs that could help you buy a home with a lower down payment than you might expect. And their professional guidance helps you build belief that home ownership is within reach. Connect with a Truist teammate to learn about options that are available to you. They will listen to your goals and follow through. Reach them by calling 855-562-1579. Do this for your family and your legacy. That number is 855-562-1579, or visit truist.com/homebuyer. That's truist.com/homebuyer. Certain programs and geographic restrictions may apply. Contact a loan officer for details. Truist Bank is an equal housing lender.
And we're back. This is Dr. Willie Jolley on the Willie Jolley Wealthy Ways Show and podcast. And I always ask you, wherever you are in the world, feel free to send me an email and say, I'm in London, I'm in Switzerland, I'm in South Africa, I'm listening to the podcast, or I'm listening to the show wherever it may be broadcast. But I'd love to know where you are. I had one friend who was on the show, and she got a beautiful note from somebody in London who said they loved the interview that she did on the Willie Jolley Wealthy Way Show. And so I said, wow, I didn't know nobody over in London knew me. So I'm glad that to hear that. So just send me something and let me know how you hear me, where you hear me, and all the above. Okay, my special guest is my dear friend. Her name is Dr. Ro, and that's short for Rovinia Brock Riggins. And she is a world-renowned top nutritionist. She also is an entrepreneur, a best-selling author. And now we're excited to welcome her to Sirius XM channel 141, where she has a new show that airs on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday
So Mondays at 2:00, Wednesday and Fridays at 1:00, and that's Eastern.
p.m.
Yes.
in the afternoon.
Yes.
And it is.
And it is called, and the show is called Everything Row, because I'm a lot. No, I'm kidding.
That's not quite. Okay.
I'm kidding. Everything Row is my brand because I offer a lot. So what you get on this show is you get, of course, a lot of health information, and not just physical health, your mental health. So mental and physical health information, news and reports. I give you the latest updates on things that I feel you need to know. But we also bring relationship help, not advice, help. Because a lot of you have said to me, listen, I'm looking for somebody. I'm looking for love. There are a number of over 40 and 50 plus women who are looking for love. And there are suitors out there. There are men out there who are also looking for you. So we give you relationship help. What are some of the things that you could do to attract a partner? What are some of the things that you need to know to keep that partner and to have an efficient, a loving, meaningful, romantic relationship?
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Well, Dr. Rowe is one of the top new talents on Sirius XM, and people are raving and buzzing about a show. So I want you to make sure, is it going to be on podcast as well?
Everything Row on channel 141, as you know, and it is also offered on the podcast. My podcast is Dr. Rowe on Demand. Dr. Rowe on Demand can be found on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.
Okay. See, that's what I wanted to hear, that you can get access to her in numerous ways. So make sure you listen to her and you stay connected. Well, she had gone on, as I said, she went on to get her doctorate degree, and she became
at Howard University.
At Howard, at
HU, you know.
Okay. And then she set out being an expert in nutrition, and the TV folks started calling. And then she launched BET, was one of the original shows on BET with Heart and Soul. And it had something, I got to share this story because it's so profound. She went to the 20th anniversary of BET's founding. Now, I'm going to take a little note to say, I should have come there too, because I did the first jingle for BET. BET, Black Entertainment TV. My brother and I wrote it and I performed it, but I didn't go. Anyway, you went.
Because I was a host. So if you had been a host on the network over the 20 years of its founding, Bob Johnson flew you to Vegas, put you up at the Paris Hotel that he rented out for the top floor, and wined and dined you and had the first ever BET award show. So so during that time, though, Dr. Rowe was across the room, and a gentleman who was a doctor had snuck in. He did.
Okay, he snuck in. He somehow got a ticket to somebody gave him it might have been.
Well, he had friends. He had a friend who was a bigwig at a record company.
Okay.
Right. And so he wanted to go, he and his other doctor friend, they were ER docs at the time. And both of them wanted to go see this, wanted to go to this show. And they saw it on the marquee, like, hey, I see BET on the marquee. So we want to go. And so he happens to run into his friend in the lobby of his hotel. And then the friend says, well, I want to, the one who's the bigwig at the record company says, well, listen, you can take my tickets. You want to go to this show, but you can't, you have to be invited. You can't buy tickets. And so you can take my tickets because, hey, we haven't seen each other in 20 years. These two guys, we haven't seen each other in 20 years, and we want to finish our golf game. So you can go with me. So fast forward to the guy who becomes my husband, because he walked into the party, an after party, after the award show and asked me to dance. And the rest is history, like 22 years of history.
22 years of history.
Yeah.
What a wonderful marriage. Unfortunately, he passed away a couple years ago of cancer.
Yeah.
But what a wonderful experience, and what a wonderful guy. Anyway, you've gone on though now to you started a radio show in Charlottesville, Virginia, called the Dr. Rowe Morning Show.
Yeah, this is actually my third, because since you said that, it occurred to me, this is my third radio show.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
First, I was at UDC, Jazz 90, and then a year ago, I had a show called the Dr. Rowe Morning Show on a small station in Charlottesville, WVAI. Shout out to everybody at WVAI. But yeah, I headed up that show, and a year later, here we are, and I'm at Sirius XM, HUR Voices, channel 141.
Right. So now let's talk about this. You've got a number of books. I got one in my hand called Lose Your Final 15.
Yeah.
And it's Dr. Rowe's plan to eat 15 servings a day, lose 15 pounds at a time. And she's quite glamorous on this, as she always is. And your first book was called what?
Dr. Rowe's 10 Secrets to Living Healthy.
Okay.
And this is now in print since, this goes to, it's in paperback.
Oh, it's in paperback.
So
okay.
The hardcover is now in paperback.
All right. So let's talk about health is wealth, because in the book, Rich is Good, Wealthy is Better, I talk about Dr. Rowe and the fact that she says that your health is your wealth. Is that how you say it correctly?
Yeah, your health is your wealth. So let me throw out a scenario.
Okay, go ahead.
Good. You wake up in the morning and you feel exuberant.
Yes.
Right? You could take on the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Your bank account is bursting at the seams. Your investments are not just growing, they're on fire.
On fire.
Right?
Okay, yes.
What are some of the possibilities for you that day?
I mean, if I'm on fire and I'm going to make stuff happen. I'm going to make calls. I'm gonna create revenues. I'm gonna meet new people. I'm going to go all in.
Okay, and so those are some of the possibilities for you and that's what you would do. How could you expand what you've amassed, do even more with your wealth? How could you do that?
Well, once I get the money, then my goal is to make the money make more money. The money got to get up and go to work like I get up and go to work. Okay. So when I get up and go to work and go out to do what I do, the money got to get up and go out and bring more money at the end of the day. That's its job.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So we've listed some of your possibilities because the money's got to go make more money. I get it. I imagine that with this great wealth that you have, you can pretty much do whatever you want. Yeah.
Well, the more money you have, the more options you have. That's correct.
You could go anywhere you want.
Pretty much.
Getting to those places and spaces in the style you want.
Yes.
Maybe you even fly private.
That's very possible.
Okay. So with this kind of wealth, you can eat what you want, as you have for years.
Yeah.
You're wealthy and you have a sweet tooth, though.
Oh,
right? You got a sweet tooth.
Yeah.
So you're accustomed to eating, and you might be accustomed to eating to excess.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right. Because let's just say your mother used to, you enjoy sweets because your mother used to bake them.
Okay.
Right? It's a childhood, something that, you take with you from boyhood.
Okay.
Okay. It's the next day now.
Okay.
You wake up and you feel a little pain in your lower back. So you take a pill. Let's say it's a Tylenol. 2 hours later. But later on, it sort of subsides. But the pain isn't like when you usually get a pain. It's not, it doesn't feel like that. This is different, right? So throughout the day, the pain gets worse. And over the next few days, the pain lingers. Then your energy dips. So your energy is low. you get to the point over the course of say 3 or 4 months.
Right.
And not only do you still have the pain and low energy, you've lost your appetite.
Wow.
You lose your appetite. And lo and behold, add to that, you're losing weight. Now, you wanted to lose weight.
Yeah, but not like this.
Well, the weight loss is a...
Hold that thought. We're going to come back with the rest of the scenario, folks, because she's leading somewhere. You need to hear it because it can have an impact, not just on your present situation, but on your future. This is Dr. Willie Jolley on the Willie Jolley Wealthy Way Show. We'll be right back for station identification.
Hi, this is Dr. Willie Jolley, and I got an email from a gentleman in Australia who shared how he had been struggling in his business, and he bought some of my books and audios, and how it had a profound impact on his business, and he went from worst to first in his company. I shared with him how much I appreciated his note, but I told him those books, those audios, those videos were not just something that I just thought up one day and started to write. They were born out of my experiences, out of the challenges of overcoming the problems and the difficulties and how I was able to do it. And I shared with him that others have sent similar messages and that these resources work. I want to encourage you and invite you to go to my store. Go to wjspeaks.com/shop. wjspeaks.com/shop. Get some of the books. It only takes a minute to change your life. Or a setback is a setup for a comeback. Or turn setbacks into greenbacks. Or chicken soup for the soul. Or an attitude of excellence. Or the book I wrote with my wife after 34 years of being married and not having an argument in over 30 years. We wrote a book called Make Love, Make Money, Make It Last. And now it is saving marriages all over the globe. Go to the store, get some of the audios, the videos, the books, the resources to help you have greater personal and professional success. This is Dr. Willie Jolley. Make this a great day on purpose.
And we're back. This is Dr. Willie Jolley on the Willie Jolley Wealthy Way Show and Podcast. And we're going to get right back to Dr. Rowe. But before I do, I want to take a moment to tell you a little bit about Truist Bank. I want to thank them for being an incredible partner and have been for many years. What makes our partnership so special? Well, it's because they serve me with knowledge and care, and they make me feel special. And that makes all the difference. They have the banking tools I need, the financial know-how to help me whenever I need it, and they care about helping me hit my goals. But it's not just for me. It's for you too. They make you feel special when you come in. And let me tell you, that's a combination of knowledge and care is priceless. It unlocks possibilities. Check out what I'm talking about at truist.com/unstoppable. Truist.com/unstoppable. Truist Bank, leading in banking, unwavering in care. My special guest is the one and only Dr. Rowe, R.O. And that's it. And she's the host of the
Everything Rowe Show.
Everything Rowe Show, Mondays at 2:00 p.m. Eastern, and re-airs Wednesdays at 1:00 and Friday at 1:00 on Sirius XM, channel 141. Please finish your scenario.
Before we went to break, we talked about how you as a wealthy man have enjoyed wealth and built this wealth, and you got a pain. So let's fast forward to the fact that now you wanted to lose weight. You've been trying to lose weight for years. So you wanted to lose this weight so badly that you started taking a weight loss supplement.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
Over time, the small pain in your lower back becomes chronic pain in your stomach. Suddenly, one day, you get the hiccups. But these aren't just regular hiccups. These are hiccups on steroids. They last for 12 to 24 hours at a time.
Wow.
You now decide to go to a doctor who takes a few tests and learns that there is stomach cancer on board. and it's an adenocarcinoma. That's the kind of cancer that's terminal. There's no treatment for it yet. You can't come back from this. You don't come back from this. Your body betrays you in this instance. Here's the question. Is your health your wealth?
Wow. Is your health your wealth?
Is your health your wealth? Because clearly, without it, we can do nothing.
Right. Right.
And all the loot in the world will not make a difference.
Correct.
So the question becomes, do you value yourself enough to take the steps that you must to stay healthy?
Wow. Wow. Do you value yourself enough
to take the steps to stay healthy, to be healthy? Because you have valued a lot of people value money.
Yes.
Right?
Where you value. What do you value?
What do you value?
Yes.
And where does that come down on, your health, first of all? For me, your health is definitely your wealth.
Yes.
It's not really the money. I'm not saying don't make money.
Make money.
Don't hear
Rich
me.
is good.
Yeah.
But wealth is better. And one of the wealth that you must focus on is
the main wealth.
You're absolutely right.
The main wealth. The main wealth. Your health is the main currency. It is the biggest currency that you have.
Wow. So, folks, one of the things I say in the book, there are 5 types of wealth. Most people put financial wealth as number 1, but it really is health, because without good health, you can't enjoy the money and the benefits. But let's go with what most people say is first financial. That's what they think. Then it's health wealth. And then there's relationship wealth. Who knows you, and what kind of relationships do you garner? Then there's reputational wealth. Your reputation should pave a path for you in front of you for opportunities.
Yeah. And
then finally, there's intellectual capital wealth. What do you know, and what are people willing to pay you because of what you know? It reminds me of a story of a guy who had a clunking sound in his car. He went to station after station trying to get it fixed. No one could figure out what it was. Finally, he went one day to a station, and someone said, Joe in the back probably knows what to do with this. An old man comes out who's been obviously a long time, got overalls on. He said, turn it on. They're making that clunky sound. He said, I'll be right back. He came back with a hammer and a screwdriver, and he hit it at a certain point. Pap, pap. And the noise went away, and it purred like a kitten. And the guy said, wow, wow, wow. And the old man said, that'll be $50. He said, but all you did, it only took you 2 seconds to hit pap, pap, and fix it. He said, yeah, but it took me 50 years to know where to hit it.
I love it. I love it.
And so what do you know, and what's your intellectual capital? Now, you said something I made me get a thought in my mind. Health should be your number 1.
It's the greatest
value.
currency. It's the greatest currency you have.
It is said that Steve Jobs, on his deathbed, said, I would give up all the money for another year with my family.
Yes, more time.
More time.
More time.
He said, I'd give it all away.
Yes.
For more time.
Because can you imagine the hours that he spent, the hours, days, nights, weeks, the time that he put into building what we know as Apple, right?
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? What if he prioritized his relationships with his family?
Right. Right.
What would he have said on his deathbed then? You don't want to be the person who dies with regrets.
Right.
You don't want to be that person. And I'm saying, for as long as we are here, breathing, speaking, breathing, interacting, we still have the opportunity to make the kind of changes that that I'm talking about.
Right. I want to read a couple quotes from my book, Rich is Good, Wealthy is Better. In page number 27, it reads, my friend Dr. Rowe, television and radio personality and one of America's top nutritionists, has been a guest on my SiriusXM show, and she always reminds the audience that there's really no wealth without your health. Mm-hmm. It has been said that a healthy person has a boatload of dreams, while a sick person has only one. Wise people make health a priority, because without good health, you cannot really enjoy the benefits of your financial wealth. The reality is that health is often a result of choices we make. What we eat, what we drink, and our level of exercise has a major impact on our wealth. I'm not only talking about physical wealth, but also mental, spiritual health, because we all have multiple parts to our being. So you said that earlier.
Yeah. So the point is, you have to, even in protecting and caring for yourself physically, you've got to also do that for what you feel, what you think, what you believe about yourself. So mentally, your mental health is perhaps bigger, I would say, than even your physical health. Achieving life.
So one of the things you told our pastor, we attend the same church, even though she attends it virtually.
Okay, don't see.
I'm not going to go there. I'm always on her.
He knows, our pastor knows my situation, okay?
That you live in another city.
Yes,
I understand.
yes,
okay.
yes.
But she did tell him, because she was a guest at one of his big annual health fairs. We go to First Baptist Church of Glen Arden, by the way, under the leadership of Pastor John Kenneth Jenkins Sr. And you told him how important it is to drink a glass of water every day.
I wanted him to drink water. Yeah. Well, I wanted him to drink more water. I gave him a number of notes, things that I wanted him to do, because before he, turned over a new leaf, before he became a new, he was eating in a way that was not serving him. It wasn't helping him at all, So high fat foods, might have been some chitlins thrown in there. There's that kind of, and high fat, high salt, all the things that we want to eliminate or reduce, right?
Okay, right.
So, but yeah, I did tell him that I wanted him to drink his body's weight in water, in ounces of water. You take your body, what is your body weight? So it's 150 pounds. So I need you to drink 75 ounces of water a day. And that was a big deal for him, because he was one of these people who really didn't pay attention to water. But the deal is, it's water helps your systems, the whole digestive system. Yeah, it's essential to those things.
So we were just talking off air about the fact that I have a case of water next to my bed.
Right.
And I drink a full bottle of water first thing every morning to wake up my system. Is that what it does?
Yes, it wakes up your system.
And
Absolutely.
Hydrates your system.
And I'm going to tell you something else. So a lot of my clients have cravings, right? I am a specialist in emotional eating. So there are a number of my clients that have cravings. And,
Oh, stop. Let's not blow by. What is emotional eating?
It's eating your feelings, essentially. Okay. It is eating your feelings.
You're feeling bad. You're feeling
you feel sad. Yeah. Sometimes you don't feel good enough. It's all of those. Okay. Those things that send you into the kitchen, whether you're standing in front of the refrigerator, wanting to make Ben and Jerry's your best friend, or you're in a bed, got knee deep in a bag of chips. And let me tell you what you might need in that instance too. Okay. If you crave chips and salt, you have a problem with, you need water. Okay. One, and two, you probably need some electrolytes. Okay. Also, you might need sleep. And preferably you need all three of those things.
Sleep is important.
Oh, important. It's essential.
Okay.
Yes.
Why?
It's essential because your body's digestive, all of your systems need rest. So you have to give your body a chance to rest itself.
Okay.
Yeah, overnight. Also, our bodies do not require the same amount of calories that we required when we were younger.
Hold that thought. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Willie Jolley on the Willie Jolley Wealthy Way show and podcast. And for sure, the best is yet to come.
Motivated, highly motivated, gonna take it to the top. Motivated, highly motivated, I'm never gonna stop. I had a job I really hated. It made me sick, but it got me motivated. I knew that this was not where I was meant to be. I didn't want to stay, but I was too afraid to leave. Then one day I got my check, there was almost nothing there. I went to the boss, he laughed and said he didn't care. My kids were at home hungry, I was about to lose my home. That's when I decided I had to make it on my own. Said I, gonna take it to the top. I said I'm never gonna stop. My friends said I was crazy when I told them all goodbye. But the only one who's crazy is the one who's afraid to try. They said I'd never make it, said I would not survive. But I knew I had to make it, it was either do or die. So I grabbed hold of my dream and I put it in my heart. I stepped out on my faith and learned to really...
Hey, this is Dr. Willie Jolley, here to thank Truist Bank for their sponsorship of the Willie Jolley Wealthy Ways show and podcast. Now, if you're a longtime Wealthy Ways listener, you know I believe that mindset is the key to success, and so does Truist. That's why they've created their incredible resource, Money and Mindset. It's full of tips to help you with your finances and help you with your well-being. You can get articles, quizzes, calculators, and hey, even more podcast information that will bless you, all for free and for anyone to use. Check it out today at truist.com/money and mindset. Truist.com/money and mindset. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care, and Truist Bank is a member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
And we're back. This is Dr. Willie Jolley on the Willie Jolley Wealthy Way show and podcast with my special guest, Dr. Rowe. Dr. Rowe. We are talking about health, wealth.
Yes.
Your health is
the
your
biggest
wealth.
currency you have.
And it's currency. It's a currency.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. Your health is your biggest currency.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you were talking about drinking water.
Yes.
You're talking about watching your salt intake.
Yes.
You got to talk about getting your rest. You got to get rest.
Yes.
And then you got to exercise.
Yes, you do. You have to move your body.
Move your body. Because somebody said movement is medicine. Is that?
Movement is medicine.
Ah.
Movement absolutely is medicine.
And my trainer, Malcolm Roberts, who I quote in the book, says, you cannot out-exercise a bad diet.
Oh, no, you cannot.
You eating bad, eating anything,
You
ultra-processed. What's an ultra-processed food? I hear them say it's not good. What is it?
Ultra-processed food is really not even food, but let's pretend it is. But it has ingredients, industrial ingredients like industrial oils, industrial dyes, and cancer-causing ingredients, and it has a long shelf life.
Wow.
Yeah, and it is engineered food. So it is engineered or designed to make you keep coming back. They want you to keep eating and consuming the product.
Wow. Okay. So, tell us some tips that people can use, everyday tips for Mr. and Mrs. I want to be healthy this year. I want to work on myself. I want to lose some weight. I want to get in shape. Tell us some things that they should do.
So the first thing I want you to do is stop focusing on this year. Let's not focus on, I want to do this thing on a timeline that is unrealistic and really unrelated to your ultimate goal. Your ultimate goal is to be healthy
And stay and live long.
And to live longer.
And prosper.
But if you're going to live longer, you want to be healthy as you do it. Right?
Yes.
So focus on that. Let's not pare this thing down to, I want to lose, 10 pounds for my cousin Brenda's wedding, and the wedding is next week. So let's not do that.
Don't do that.
Here's what I want you to do, though. I want you to fill your plate with half of it vegetables. Half of it vegetables. Why? Because the colors that give those vegetables their pigment contain compounds, phytonutrients, and phytonutrients being the biggest one. But they give the color, the vegetables their pigment, and those that means those pigments or the phytonutrients in the food go a long way to protect you from chronic disease.
Wow.
From chronic disease. And now we call these lifestyle diseases. If we're talking about hypertension or high blood pressure, or if you're talking about type 2 diabetes, or if you're talking about heart disease, these are now called lifestyle diseases.
Wow.
But they go a long way to protect you from those diseases. And the reason they call them lifestyle diseases is because these are diseases that happen in our bodies as a result of the choices we make.
Wow.
So we can choose to eat more produce or not. If you do, you stand a better chance of living longer and of not being sick while you're living.
Wow.
So you stand a better chance of staving off hypertension, heart disease, type 2 diabetes, even kidney disease.
Wow.
Yes. So I want you to fill your plate. Start by filling your plate up with half of it with vegetables, and then the next quarter of the plate, lean protein. You know what it is: fish, chicken, turkey. If you're going to do red meat, make sure that you don't get more than 4 ounces at a time per week. Yes, because measurements and volume matters.
Okay.
It does. How much you eat or don't eat, it matters, right? So and red meat has been tied to a number of forms of cancer. So there's a lot of research to point to this. So what I'm saying is, if you're going to do it not more than 4 ounces at a time, and not more than once a week.
Okay. And
make sure if you are having red meat, make sure that it's a 100% grass-fed and organic. Yes. Okay. So the final quarter of your plate is going to be, or of your meal, I want you to have protein sources. By the way, let me backtrack. I want you to have protein sources beyond meat, fish, chicken, and turkey. There are eggs, there are beans, there are legumes, black-eyed peas, if you like that. Okay. These are great sources of protein, and they also are rich in fiber. And the reason the fiber is so important is because it keeps your blood sugar level. Yeah. And yes, drink half your body's weight in ounces of water. After the meal, your biggest meal of the day, after that, just go for a 10-minute walk. 10 minutes, that's all.
Really?
10 minutes.
Wow.
A 10-minute walk. A 10-minute walk will lower your blood sugar.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, Dr. Rowe, this is such good information. By the way, where can people reach Dr. Rowe, get you to come speak for their events, can get your books, your resources, can connect with you? Where do they go, please?
Everythingrow.com. That's everything, RO, all one word, .com. You can send me a note. So and my number, my information is there.
How about your social media?
My social, follow me on social, because I give a lot of good information. I am one Dr. Rowe, the number 1 DRRO on Facebook. I am Everything Rowe everywhere else.
Okay. So I got a question I ask every guest, and I didn't tell you I was going to ask you, but you're a smart lady. So mentioned Howard University. You got your doctorate there.
Yes.
So let's say you were here in DC and we went to lunch somewhere, and Dee and I took you to lunch because my wife is, she loves my wife loves her. And we went to Howard to a business class and said to these young wannabe success stories, give me a couple you got us. If you're going to be successful in business and life, here's some things you got to do. You got to do these things.
In business and life.
Yeah. What are some things you just got to do?
Well, you know, I'm going to say you got to protect your health.
Got to protect your health.
First. That's first.
Number one. Okay. And that's a good first one. Because many people don't say that. They say, you know, go get your dream or work, but protect your health. Number one.
Protect your health and protect your mindset. Protect your mindset. What you think you're able to achieve or unable to achieve, either way, you get what you believe.
Wow. I like that. I love that. Okay.
Yeah. Either way, you get what you believe. So check your belief system and check your self-talk. I need you to check your self-talk. Check how do you speak to yourself in your mind, because the mind is running in the background all the time without your knowledge. Right. You aren't even aware of what's happening there.
Right.
But what's happening there really affects what you believe.
Yes.
It actually determines what you believe. So the thing is, I need you to check your mindset. Speak lovingly to yourself. Speak kindly to yourself. And when you catch the mind trying to go in a different direction, stop it.
Wow.
Stop it. Because wherever you are right now and wherever you're going is the result of what you think and what you believe about yourself.
Wow.
It is the literal result of what you believe. So I need you to check your belief system. And you know why? Because you are worthy of your dreams. You are worthy of what you want for yourself. You are worthy of the things that you want to give to the world. You're worthy of all of that. But I need you to take care of your mindset.
Wow. Woo, that's good, folks. She gave it to you. Those are some good you got us. You got to do that. You got to do that. Well, closing thoughts, Dr. Rowe. How do you encourage people who have given up on their health and just say, you know, I'm just letting go, as they say, letting go of themselves?
I'm telling you to start. Just start. Start messy.
Mm.
Start messy. You don't need a gym membership. You don't need a membership card. You don't need to have a trainer. You don't trainers in the building right now, right, are hating on me, but it's true.
Yes.
You don't have to have a trainer. You don't have to have a gym membership. What you have to have is the mind and the will to start for you, to make a better you.
Yes.
To get a better you. If you want to actually be the best version of yourself, you've got to do these things.
Wow. I want to thank Dr. Rowe. Go to everythingrowe.com.
All the social media is there. Follow me on social media. Make sure you join the podcast, the Dr. On Demand podcast. Subscribe, share it with a friend or with your community, and leave a comment.
Amen. Amen. And I want to thank her for coming and being in the studio live with me. I also want to thank all of you who have made this show the #1 self-help show in the country. I want to thank Truist Bank for their continued support. When you start with care, you build a different kind of bank, Truist, Truist. And then I want to encourage all of you to go get my new book, Rich is Good, Wealthy is Better. Go to winwithwillie.com, winwithwillie.com. It'll be a drop down. You can get it. Or you can go to richisgoodwealthyisbetter.com directly. Then I want you to join us every Monday night for the Jolley Marriage Show on A Jolley Marriage on Facebook, The Real Willie Jolley on Instagram, and Willie Jolley on LinkedIn Live. And then if you miss it, you can always watch the replay on the Jolley Marriage Show on YouTube. Last but not least, I want to encourage everybody to make a decision to set their goals for this new year, that this is going to be the best year ever. And we have a goal setting class on my website. If you go to winwithwillie.com, you'll see Win with Goals. We want you to write goals that will transform your thinking, transform your life. This is Dr. Willie Jolley on the Willie Jolley Wealthy Way Show. And for sure, our best is yet to come, and your best.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this podcast episode, and I hope you got something of great value. And I hope that you were inspired, you were motivated, you were empowered, and you were encouraged to live your best life. I hope this information and this inspiration will help you to do more, be more, and to achieve more. That's the goal why I started this program, and I hope it helped you in a mighty way. Now, I ask you to make sure and that you take full advantage of all the resources that came through this program. I hope you go to wjspeaks.com/gift and get some of the free resources that we have there for you. I hope you go to wjspeaks.com/shop to get some of the books that we have created, that we've labored over to make sure that they will deliver a powerful message to you. I hope you go to williejolly.com/billionaire, williejolly.com/billionaire, or wjspeaks.com/billionaire to get the box that it will inspire your whole family, or get the bag of books. Make this a great day, a great week, a great month. And remember, it is true that you are blessed and all things are possible for them that believe. So make the most of the belief that you have now in your future. This is Dr. Willie Jolley. Have a great day.
This podcast is a part of the C-Suite Radio Network. For more top business podcasts, visit c-suiteradio.com.